Welcome again to the Sustainability Podcast. I'm very pleased to bring back from last year and in previous years, Greg Boucaud from Universal Automation. Greg, great to see you again.
Yeah, great to see you
again.
How
are you?
Yeah.
Can you share us, well, actually for those who haven't seen our previous episodes in past years, can you share a little bit about yourself and about universalautomation.org?
Yeah, sure. I'll be happy to do that. So my name is Greg Boucaud. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for universalautomation.org. So we are a non-profit association. We were created in last November 2021, so a bit more than 3 years ago now. And our mission in life is to help advance the automation, bring it to the next stage by helping to decouple hardware and software. So today you know that hardware and software are tightly coupled in the way we do automation today. And what we provide is a technology that we share with our members to enable this decoupling of hardware and software in the automation space. So our association, as I said, created in November 2021, counted 9 founding members, so companies such as Intel, Yokogawa, Schneider Electric, and so on. And up until now, we have reached last year the 100-member bar. So
fascinating!
Quite a good success.
So for those listeners who might not be terribly well versed in industrial automation, can you slowly describe the problem you're attempting to address?
Yes.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Let's talk about that. So right now, we see especially from the IT side, this problem of decoupling. So today, when you want to install software on your laptop, you are not wondering, okay, what is the brand of my laptop? You just take your software and install it and use it. That's it. This is something which is not common in the automation business. So in the automation business, you have a software for an application for one supplier and so on. And even if you stick with that supplier, when you change the generation of hardware, you have to change as well your software. So that's a lot of investment. And why is that a problem? So first, it's a problem of cost. So meaning that lifecycle of your application is tightly linked to the lifecycle of your hardware. So meaning that you have to keep the hardware running as long as you can. And at the end, it becomes costly because you don't have hardware available, unfortunately. The next thing is, now we speak a lot about digitized industries. So US, digitized industry, in Europe, more Industry 4.0, Industry of the Future, so many initiatives which have the same goal, which is to make the convergence of the IT with the OT. IT with techniques such as AI. We speak about digital twin. We speak about simulation in general, and so on. And we want to make that closer with the automation. The problem is that the way automation is done today is not helping to converge IT and OT. And with our technology, what we are sharing on the market, we are exactly tackling that point, IT and OT. But moreover, that's just one point.
No, I understand. There's a lack of flexibility and an internal obstacle, almost a physical obstacle.
Yes.
Because I might have a PLC. I need to code for that particular brand and supplier.
Yes.
And model in many cases.
Yes.
So now if I can disconnect that, I might have a universal software program that could reside in any piece of hardware or a range of pieces of hardware. So it's no coincidence your organization is called Universal Automation.
That's no coincidence for sure. But one of the point that we often forgot is that automation engineers, we need to have the resources as well in the future. So it means that we need to try train the next generation of automation engineers. What we see is that automation and the way it's done today is not appealing to the younger generation because we have those programming languages which has been there for years and so on. And when you show that to the younger generation, they just look and say, okay, now I use Python, now I use other programming languages and so on. And this is as well the beauty with universal automation is that we bring the capability of having those new programming, those new IT techniques into the automation. And nonetheless, we also have started an academic program where we provide to universities all the tools and the curriculum to teach to their students how to do universal automation programming in the future. So we are working as well on getting the next level of resources, meaning that these young engineers will come and program our systems.
So Greg, what? Let me be a little bold here and ask.
Yes.
So what languages can early career people use to program industrial automation devices today? You mentioned Python. I'm assuming I cannot use Python though to program.
So let's take it like this. The technology in itself is based on a standard which is called the IEC 64099. The IEC 64099, what is it? It's an evolution of the today mostly used 61131. The beauty is, in the 64099, there is no definition. You shouldn't take that standard as a programming language, because it's not. It's just a way to design and model automation solution. But it's not defining which programming language that you want to use. So you can, in theory, use any programming language that you want. The only limitation will come from the engineering tool. The engineering tool will limit, because the engineering tool has to compile and to make it understandable for the underlying, let's say, automation components. But it's open, and it's made that way that it's open for any programming language to be used. So we are already future-proofed on that stand.
Beautiful. You talked a little bit about the education packages for early career people. So how does that work, and how does an early career engineer reach out to you and perhaps participate in any of those programs?
So early career, we have two things. We have first those who are being trained, those who are at the university. So for that, universities and academics in general can become part of the association, because we have three big, let's say, group of people: the users of automation, so end users, OEMs, system integrators, so all the user value chain. We have the technology vendors, the one providing the product on the market, so companies such as Schneider Electric, Yokogawa, Omron, and so on. Even a newest acquisition, Honeywell, just joined us this week. So. It's very, very, very interesting to mention. And let's say the last but not least, the academic part. And we have universities and academics which are part of the association, and they become a package, a curriculum, on which they can build their own courses to teach to students. So including quizzes, including they can have as well from the technology vendors some hardware to build their own labs and so on. So that's all what is done. Then for those who are already let's say, working in automation and want to get to know more. So the first thing is to go to our website. So our name is our website, universalautomation.org. So that's quite easy. We make no promotion here. And I mean, so on that we have some online training, and we intend to do even more on that. We intend to do an internal portal on which people can get access as well to that exact same curriculum. So if they didn't have the chance to follow the courses in universities, they could go to the website and have the next courses. And we are launching a series of snippets of small videos, technical videos, so very tech savvy. But at the end, if you have like 10, 15, 20 minutes, you go to YouTube and so on, and we have a playlist with all those videos and so on to help people to get on with the technology and to get best practices as well.
Wow, that was an exciting, very quick summary.
Yes.
I was going to ask you, what's new with universalautomation.org since I last met with you a year ago, but I think you covered quite a bit. Let me ask, what universities are participating in the program?
So from universities, we have some which were already part of the founding members of Universal Automation Tour. So we have University of Aalto in Finland, Luleå in Sweden. Last year we have GKU Linz in Austria. We have some universities in the US as well, in Spain, in France, in the UK, and we are slowly expanding. So today we have round about 30 universities which are members of UAO. But universities can also become partners, because we understand that for some of them it's not so easy to become a member of such an association. But still, if they want to contribute, or if they want to learn and mount their own courses on 649, we can help them. because we are non-profit and because it's our mission to develop this knowledge around 6499 and the technology in itself.
Wow. Greg, we have a few minutes left.
Yeah.
Is there any other final comments you'd like to make to our audience today?
So, final comments to the audience today. So, if you are technology vendors, if you are user of automation, if you are part of the academics, that's exactly the good time to join us, to join Universal Automation Network. So that's really my appeal to everyone to join this great association. As said, we are expanding pretty fast. We get more and more members. We start having more and more interactions. We want to have interaction between academics and the industries. We want to have interaction between the members themselves, sharing best practices about 6499, because that's very important as well, to share what's good and what's well done. So yeah, come and join us, and you will learn even more about the technology.
Greg, thank you again for joining us today. This has been very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Again, my guest today on the Sustainability Podcast has been Greg Boucaud of universalautomation.org. Their website is their name, so please go out and visit them. And if you need further information, go find Greg on LinkedIn. So thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you on the next episode of the Sustainability Podcast.
Thank you. See you.